Welcome to the Silver Change Chronicles. This is a safe space where we believe finances don't need to be complicated. Today, we're going to discuss your credit report. The Big Three. There are three major credit bureaus in the U.S. Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. These three bureaus gather and organize financial information about consumers to create consumer credit reports. They then sell these reports, along with credit scores, to creditors and lenders. While the bureaus all do essentially the same thing, they may not all contain the same information. That is strictly dependent on which agencies a creditor chooses to report to. There's no law that states a creditor must report to all three or even any one particular bureau. They're also not required to gather information from any particular bureau. Basically, it's up to the creditor to decide whether to pull one, two, or all three credit reports, or, if not pulling all three, which ones they want to use. However, no matter which bureau your credit report comes from, it will contain pretty much the same basic information. According to Equifax, your credit report will contain the following types of information. Identifying information: your name, any aliases, addresses, social security number, and date of birth. Sometimes something in this area may be incorrect, but that's not really an issue. None of this affects your credit score. Credit account information. Credit bureaus get this information from your creditors. It includes the type of account as well as the date you opened it. It also lists details such as your credit limit or the loan amount, balance, and your payment history. Basically, how much did you borrow, are you making your payments, and how much do you owe? Remember that example from our episode on credit history? Again, this is only if a creditor has chosen to report this information to a particular credit bureau. Closed accounts will drop off of your report after a certain period of time, usually 7 years if you were delinquent, and up to 10 years if the account was in good standing. So basically, after the account is closed, good info stays on for about 10 years, bad info falls off after about 7. Inquiry information. There are two types of inquiries, hard and soft. According to Experian, a soft inquiry happens when you or someone you authorize checks your credit report without an application for new credit, such as for employment purposes. They can also happen when a company, such as a credit card issuer or mortgage lender, checks your credit to pre-approve you for an offer. If you receive a pre-approval offer for a credit card, chances are a soft inquiry was done. Soft inquiries don't impact your score in any way because they aren't attached to a specific application for credit. These remain on your credit report for about 2 years. Hard inquiries occur when you submit an application for new credit, such as for a loan, credit card, auto loan, or a line of credit. Whenever you apply for credit, the lender will evaluate your credit worthiness. Part of that process typically involves pulling one or more of your credit reports to assess your past and current financial behavior, such as payment history and balances on loans and credit cards. Basically, they want to know, are you paying your bills and how much do you currently owe? A record of the credit check will be added to each credit report the lender views. So if they review your TransUnion and your Experian reports, a hard inquiry will show up on each. Hard inquiries stay on your credit report for about 2 years and can affect your score. A single hard inquiry will usually take a few points off of your FICO score, usually less than 5, and this impact can remain for up to a year. Now, multiple hard pulls over a short period of time, say multiple credit card applications, can have a more negative effect on your score because it could indicate that you're relying too much on new credit to manage your money. Basically, if you're applying for a bunch of new credit cards within a short period of time, it looks like you're desperate for credit, and that will raise a few eyebrows. However, you will not be penalized for rate shopping. For example, if you submit multiple applications for an auto loan or a mortgage to compare rates, FICO will count these as a single inquiry if you complete your rate shopping within a set period of time. Typically, 14 days for older score versions, 45 for newer ones. Credit cards are viewed differently because you already know the APR and repayment terms when you apply. Bankruptcies. Bankruptcies remain on your credit report for 7 to 10 years, depending on the type. The more common Chapter 7 bankruptcy stays on your report for up to 10 years, while the less common Chapter 13 can show up for up to 7 years. Unpaid child support and alimony. According to Equifax, it's also possible for unpaid child support or alimony payments to show up on your credit report, remaining for up to 7 years, even if the account is later paid in full. Collection accounts. Certain types of accounts can go to a collection agency, including credit, retail, cable, and mobile accounts. Unpaid rent can also be sold to a collection agency and will show up for 7 years. As of 2022, medical debt sent to collections that you have paid off will no longer appear on any credit report. Neither will any medical debt under $500. So, to sum it up, credit reports contain a lot of very personal, very detailed, and very valuable information. They're widely used by lenders to offer or deny you credit. Negative information can show for up to 7 to 10 years. Federal law entitles everyone to a free copy of their credit report from each bureau every 12 months. However, at the time this video was created, December 2025, they're available weekly. To get yours, go to annualcreditreport.com and click the green box that says Request Your Free Credit Reports. If you want to keep a closer eye on your Equifax and TransUnion reports, plus get your Vantage score, not FICO, sign up for the Credit Karma app. It's completely free. We're not sponsored. I've just used it for years and find it helpful. Well, that about wraps things up for today. If you haven't seen it, check out our last episode where we discussed your credit score. If you learned one new thing, do me a favor and hit that like button. That lets both me and the algorithm know that you like this type of content and want to see more of it. If you learned 2 new things, do me an even bigger favor by hitting that like button and telling a friend about us. That helps our channel grow and helps us reach more people. We hope to see you here again at the Silver Change Chronicles, where we believe finances don't need to be complicated.